dear brothers and sisters, we always repeat the hadith of the Prophet that من قرأ حرفا من كتاب الله فله به حسنة والحسنة بعشر أمثالها. Whoever recite one letter from the book of Allah, Allah will reward him a goodness, and this goodness will be 10 goodness, because every goodness will be, Allah will reward the goodness 10 times, so it will be 10 goodness. What does that mean? That means that take care of every letter of the Quran. That means understand every letter from the Quran. That means every letter of the Quran and in the Quran is very important. And this is the meaning when we told the people in the classroom that the first student, we will reward him. What is the goal of this? The goal of this to push the student to study, to push the student to get knowledge. The reward will be something good to them, but really the goal is the knowledge. The goal is competition. The goal is to elevate their understanding more and more. And every reward, this is the goal behind it. For this reason, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam help us, push us to read the book. And this is the first step, and to understand the book. And this is the second step, and to practice the book. And this is the third step, and to taught and teach the book to the other people. And this is how the Muslim elevate his understanding, how he elevate his working and practicing. And one of the most important thing in the Quran that Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned to us, the biography, the seerah of the greatest people in the history of humanity, the greatest people in the history of all creation. Those are the prophet and messengers. Prophets and messengers are the best people in the way to Allah, are the best people who get the real knowledge, are the best people who acting in a right way in their way to Allah Azza wa Jal. For this reason, Allah ask us and order us, all the nation, from the Prophet to everyone in the nation, أولئك الذين هدى الله فبهداهم اقتدي. Those people who are Allah guided them, so follow their guidance. And we reach the biography of Ibrahim alayhi salam, a prophet and messenger Ibrahim alayhi salam. And we found many great things in this seerah. We found many great things Allah mentioned in the Quran. And we reach every day new knowledge about him. We reach every day a new thing we can learn from him. And we found that Ibrahim is great messenger. He is a great college to the person who would like to become closer to Allah. Great college to a person who would like to know the best way how to love Allah, the best way to have a great relation with Allah, the best way how to make the real dua Allah Azza wa Jal will love and will accept. For this reason, the life of prophets is great schools, great colleges. We can take from it a lot, and we can take from them the highest level of knowledge. All the knowledge are important, the useful knowledge, because there are useful and there are bad. Not all the science, not all the knowledge has good intention and good willing and need to help the humanity. The person who discovered the nuclear explosion is good to produce electricity, but it's not good to kill the people. So not every science is good. It's what is the willing of the human behind this? What is the intention of the human? This is make this knowledge good or make this knowledge bad. But the school of the prophets and messengers is the highest level of knowledge. the highest level of knowledge, because it will lead us to the Jannah. It will lead us to become the people of the God. For this reason, we reach very important point in the seerah of Ibrahim alayhi salam. And we reach the point when Ibrahim alayhi salam make his great dua. When he migrate to Mecca, when he migrate to this holy place, and he start a new mission. He start to build the center of religion all over the world. And in this place, he make his great dua. And it's ayah number 35 in Surah Ibrahim. Ibrahim is the surah number 14. So it's 14:35. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا واجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام. Oh my Lord, make this land safe, make this land secure, and avoid us to worship idols. Avoid us to worship anything instead of you. Anything we worship instead of Allah is an idols, whatever it is. The idols, it shouldn't be always from metal or from wood or from whatever. Anything someone worship from Allah is an idols. And in this concept, in this understanding, atheism is a type of idols, because it is something we take it, we believe in it, instead of the real God. So when we ask Allah to help us to avoid this, that means to avoid everything anyone can connect it with instead of Allah. And in this meaning, it's very critical nowadays, because a lot of people who didn't worship the real God, who didn't worship the one God. Anytime I met the people and have with them an honest discussion, clear discussion without any desire, without any parties, any group, just to talk about the one God, about the Creator. And they agree. No one can say that all this universe without Creator. No one said that all these without the powerful God, without the wise God, without the all-knowing, the all-knowledge God. It's very clear to everyone. So this one God is exactly like the one sun we have in our heaven. The sun is clear for everyone, and this sun is one, and who created this sun is one. He is Allah. And in all religion, when we return to the essential, to the basic, to the starting of this religion is the one God. But later on, many things coming more and more and changing until you see this person is a God, and this man is a God, and the snake is a God, and this is, and you know, this is the game of Satan. At the end, he wants human to worship anything except the real God. For this reason, Ibrahim said, Rabbi innahunna adlalna kathiran minan nas. My Lord, they misled many of people, a lot of people, kathir minan nas. And this is what we find today. It is not only at the time of Ibrahim, it's all the history of humanity. They misled a lot, huge number of human. And what does that mean? That means Satan succeed in his mission. He succeed in his mission. But the honest people didn't do their mission in a right way. You should talk to this person. I shy. This is a daughter. You have to told her. This is a son. This is a neighbor. Just say your word. Just say your word and walk. Without any interest, without anything you need except the satisfaction of Allah. Let's do our mission in easy way. And my goal is, Ilahi anta maqsoodi wa ridaka matlubi. Oh my Lord, your satisfaction is my goal. You are my last destination. ربي إنهن أضللن كثيرا من الناس. So they misled a lot of people, and that give us a warning, that give us red line. A lot of people are misled. What does that mean? We have to take care of ourselves. If Ibrahim, the person who has the greatest word against idols through the human history, the person who destroy the idols, he asked Allah to protect him, to avoid him from these idols and from the effect of these idols. رب إنهن أضللن كثيرا من الناس فمن تبعني فإنه مني ومن عصاني فإنك غفور رحيم. So, who follow me, he is a part of me. Who follow me, he is a part of me. I'm responsible about him. I try to do best to him. And who disobey me, so you are the forgiver. You are the merciful. This is the father of the messengers and prophets said this. What about the teachers today? What about the scholars today? If you are not with me, you are against me, you are avoid me, and the people just sell. Every center is a cell different from the other. No cooperation, no love, and always a war under the table. This is the situation, unfortunately. Dividing, discriminating and discriminating. And what is the end? The end that the Satan will control. And this is the reality nowadays. The highest power of the field of religion nowadays is the power of Satan. And after that, he told his Lord, رب إني أسكنت من ذريتي. آية number 37. رب إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم. I settled my family, part of my family and my children in uncultivated place, in no vegetation place, nothing. واد غير ذي زرع, a valley but without anything. No hotels, no houses, no electricity, no internet, no Wi-Fi, nothing. No food, nothing. And at the same time, he said, I settled them. How you settled them in this zero place? In this place without anything? How you settled them there? Yes. He settled them in the house of the mercy of his Lord. He settled them in the house of loving their Lord. He settled them in the house of relay on their Lord. This is the real house. He put them there. The house of the nice of Allah. This is the understanding, because Allah ordered him and Allah will not put him down. Allah will not forget him and his family. So the reason of this, I put them there, is لِيُقِيمُ الصَّلَاةِ, to establish real prayer. This is the reason. Not money, not to be famous, not so and so, not because Sarah jealous from Hajar. Not all of these movie stories. No, not all of these. The main reason that I move from Iraq to Palestine, from Palestine to Mecca, to establish the center of religion all over the world. This is the meaning. To establish the prayer, لِيُقِيمُ الصَّلَاةِ. So make the heart of the people move towards them. Make the heart of the people love them. And you see, he said the heart. Because if the heart feel, the body will move. If the heart love, the body will obey. And this is who control your nafs, your body, your mind is your heart. And you are moving and you are acting according to your heart. For this reason, we want our children to love Allah. We want our children to be with a good relation with Allah. Not always make them fear. Allah will punish you. Allah will put you in Jahannam. Allah, and all the people, all the children think Allah is something punishing, put in Jahannam, put in fire. I obey him, but no, we want you to love your God. We want you to love your parents. Yes, to love your parents, because today all the media, the relation between children and parents is not good. It's not good, because in the cartoon movie, two friends sit together and the first one said, I hate my parents. And the other said, I hate my parents too. Why you hate your parents? Because someone would like to destroy the family, which is the main cell of the society. And if you destroy the family, that means you destroyed all the society. For this reason, we have to take care. We have to spread love between brothers and sisters. We have to spread love between children and parents. We have to spread love between people and their Lord. Bridge to the love is bridge to Jannah, is bridge to heaven, is bridge to happiness in this life and in the next life. رب إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة. The established prayer is a prayer with love, is a prayer with missing, is a prayer with tears, is a prayer with sujood. This is the established prayer. فَاجْعَلْ أَفْئِدَةً مِّنَ النَّاسِ تَهْوِي إِلَيْهِمْ. Make the heart of the people yearn to them, yearn to them. Yes, and this is the people said, oh, I wish to go make Hajj. I wish. Suddenly the people, where are you? I found you. No, I am going to make Hajj. This is the dua of Ibrahim. Still, these days we see the result of these dua. And after that, he start very great lesson now. He start very great teaching now. He start important thing in ayah number 38. Ibrahim said that ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن. Our Lord, surely, indeed, you know what we declare or what we hide, what we conceal. You know everything, what we announce and what we hide. ربنا إنك تعلم. You know ما نخفي وما نعلن وما يخفى على الله من شيء. And nothing is hidden from Allah. Whatever it is, nothing hidden from Allah on the earth or in the heaven. Nothing hidden from Allah. So he put this fact, he put this address, and this is very great address in Islam. The address is that Allah is watching me, and I observe and I realize that Allah is watching me. And this is put great address in Islam and Iman, which we call al-muraqabah. Muraqabah. That Allah watching me, Allah observing me, Allah is with me. And this muraqabah, as I said, is great understanding in Islam. So, Ibrahim alayhi salam established this meaning. And Ibrahim alayhi salam make this meaning clear for everyone. And Allah Azza wa Jal focus about this material and mention a lot of ayat about this meaning. One of these ayat is in Surah Al-Mujadilah. In Surah Al-Mujadilah, ayah number 7. Surah Al-Mujadilah is number 58. So 58:7. In Surah Al-Mujadilah, Allah told and asked everyone, أَلَمْ تَرَ أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَعْلَمُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Have you not considered that Allah knows what is in the heavens and what is on the earth? There is no private conversation between three except he is the four. There is no hide secret between three except he is the four. Some people said, okay, sit together, close your phone, stop the camera, and let's. No, Allah knows. Allah with you. Allah watching you. Allah observing you. So, and there is no private conversation between three except he is the four, or between four except he is the five, or between five except he is the sixth, or whatever than this, or less than this, except that he is with them. He is with them wherever they are. Wherever they are. Then he will inform them of what they did on the day of judgment. Indeed, Allah is of all things knowing. Today, human knows everything about us. Today, Google, Google is knowing everything. I'm driving, talking with my friend about coffee, and suddenly Google give a message. You are near Starbucks. So he knowing Google today with us. And some people don't agree that Allah has the power to be with us in his knowledge, to be with us in his power, in his... No, it is not. This is a human today can do this. Put cameras, put recording, Google, WhatsApp, whatever. So how the relation with Allah? Allah told us long time ago that I know everything about you. I am with you everywhere. What does that mean? That mean is, furthermore, he is with you everywhere. Furthermore, he is knowing everything about you. That mean he knows your pain. He knows your pain. He knows your interest. He knows you're ambitious. He knows what do you want. He knows what do we need. For this reason, ask him. Ask him. Because, I want a doctor. Which doctor? The best one. He knows my disease. He will help me. He will give me the right medicine. And Allah is the best in everything to you, because he knows everything about you. So before you doing anything, before you move, ask him about everything, and then move, and then do your best, and then try, and you will see unbelievable result. You will see very good result if you did this, because no one can fly with one wing. No bird can fly with one wing. We should fly with two wings. Dua without action, useless. Action without dua, not complete. Dua and right action, this make the bird fly. This make the case succeed. This make everything in the best situation we can do as a human. So, he knows everything. That means he knows your pain, he knows your interest, he knows your desire, he knows your weakness. So ask him the power. Someone said, oh, Sheikh, I cannot do this. This is difficult. Ask him the power. Make sujood. Ask him to help you. I cannot do something to my children. I cannot do this. I cannot do to my society, to the people around you. Just try, and he will be with you. And this is how all the prophet and messenger did in their life, because they know that Allah Azza wa Jal know everything that we know and that we did. So قال ربي إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة, to establish the prayer, فاجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي إليهم وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن ولا يخفى على الله من شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء ولا يخفى على الله من شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. Watching Allah, observing Allah is very important thing. And what does that mean? That mean a person asked me about what is the meaning of observing Allah and watching Allah. Should we focus? Should we concentrate? I said yes. At the beginning, we should focus. We should concentrate. It is at the beginning, it's work of mind and think, but later on, it's situation of heart. Later on, it's situation of heart. And when this observing coming and reach the level of working of the heart, now you will feel it. Now you will remember it. Now you will touch it. And how you increase this more and more, how you will get the fruit and you will get the result of muraqabah, the result of observing Allah. Many great results to observing Allah. One of these results is that your faith will increase. Your faith will increase because when you observe Allah in your prayer, that means your prayer will be better. You will feel better. When you observe and feel Allah, when you recite the Quran, you know what? When we recite the Quran, we forget very important idea that we are sitting in front of the one who revealed this book, the one who said this book, the one who it is his word. So you are in Hadratul, in sitting with him and reciting his word. Do you feel this? When you feel this, this is will give you more and more. This is will give you highest rank, very high rank. There is a famous hadith about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that there are 7 people Allah will cover them in his shadow at the day of judgment, where is no shadow except the shadow of Allah Azza wa Jal. So one of these seven is a person who make dhikr to Allah and his eye full with tears, alone. He's alone with his Lord. And why? Because he watching his Lord, because he is feeling his Lord, because he is observing his Lord. And muraqabatullah, observing Allah, will give you al-ikhlas, to be faithful in your ibadah, to be faithful in your work. Anything Satan coming to you, make your prayer because the people watching you. No, I am making my prayer good because Allah watching me. Do this because of this and this. No, I do this because of Allah, because He will reward me and He is going with me and watching and observing me. So this muraqabah will increase your faithfully and your ikhlas, and this muraqabah is your way to the Jannah. Your way to the Jannah. إن الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب in Surah Tabarak. The people who fear Allah in the unseen. لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير. Allah will forgive them and will reward them with a great reward. So there are hidden camera, but it is the camera of the God everywhere. Everywhere there are hidden camera, but we don't know how this camera work, and we don't know how this camera, but it's the concept that Allah is with us everywhere. And by the way, if we forget this observation of Allah, this will give us very bad result. As when we observing Allah, it will give very good result. When we forget observing Allah, will give very bad result. And this is one attitude of hypocrites. One attitude of hypocrite people, that as Allah described them at the beginning of Surah Al-Baqarah, وَإِذَا خَلَوْا إِلَى شَيَاطِينِهِمْ قَالُوا إِنَّا مَعَكُمْ إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُسْتَهْزِئُونَ. When they are alone with their devils from human and from jinn, they said, we are with you. We are with you. We just mocking. We just make us ourselves worshipping Allah, but we are mocking. We are not real. So this because they forget Allah. This because they don't believe that Allah observing them. This is the first result. The second result, that you will lose your work, you will lose your deed. Because Allah said at the end of Surah Al-Kahf, فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ, who wish to meet his Lord, فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا, to make righteous deed, righteous work, وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ أَحَدًا, and don't have any associate with his Lord, any partner to Allah Azza wa Jal. And also, if we more and more forget that Allah with us and Allah observing us, this will increase very dangerous disease. And this is what we call ar-riya. Ar-riya, that to do what you do for a human, not for God. You give it charity because the people look. You pray coming to masjid because the people said, oh, why you didn't come to masjid? You always come. We did this because of a human, not because of Allah. For this reason, Allah Azza wa Jal said in Surah Al-Ma'un, فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ, woe to the prayer. Oh, prayer people, woe to them. Yes. وَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ, because they are stray from their prayer, because they don't observe Allah, because they didn't realize that Allah with them. الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُرَاءُونَ وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ. They make riya. They make riya. They do what they did to the people to make the people happy. And unfortunately, most of our action today is just to show off. It's just to people. It's just to give us like in Facebook or in Instagram or in whatever. Today there are some people doing anything just to take like, just to take likes. Today likes is the most important than everything else. And unfortunately, today this disease coming to the environment of the religion and the religious people. So this is the way how to watch Allah. There are many ways. How can I watch Allah? You have to know that always there are two situations. Always there is ghafla and dhikr, heedless and remembering Allah and make dhikr to Allah. And the sum of these two situations is 100. Heedless plus dhikr is 100. Ghafla plus dhikr is 100. What does that mean? That means if you are 80% in ghafla, that you are only 20 in dhikr. Or if you are 70% in dhikr, that means you are 30% in ghafla. And the person who is in ghafla, who is heedless from Allah, he will not remember that Allah watching him. He will not remember. Furthermore, he is making dua. Furthermore, he is standing in his prayer. Furthermore, he is reciting the Quran. For this reason, first of all, we have to observe ourselves in our prayer. How much of your prayer to Allah and how much you think about your dunya. How much in your dhikr to Allah and how much you are in ghafla. How much in your reciting the Quran that feel you are with Him and how much you don't feel, you just repeating the letters. Some people think this, oh, just repeat the letters and you will get hasanat. Just repeat the letter. And your mind in another place and your heart is another place. This is the way how we worship Allah and how we listen to Allah. And this is the way how we educate our children. We have to educate our children that Allah with them. Allahu ma'i, Allah with me. Allahu nadiri, Allah watching me. Allahu shahidun alayh, Allah witnessed me. This is the way how we should educate and elevate our children. A nice story that a teacher has many students. One of them is different, always different, and he take care a lot of him. And the other student feel jealous from this student. One time, the sheikh or the teacher would like to give them a lesson. He said, okay, everyone take a chicken and go to eat this chicken in a place no one will see him. Next day, all the students ate the chicken except this one. And the student happy. He didn't listen. He didn't make his homework. And he bring the chicken with him. And when the teacher asked everyone, This one ate the chicken in the mountain, this one in the basement, everyone in a different world, except this student. Why you didn't eat the chicken? He said, how can I eat it when I am alone? Everywhere he is with me. Everywhere he is with me. So when we put the seed of watching Allah, this is the first way to put the column of the bridge to Jannah, to build the way to the great Akhirah, build your road to the heaven. And this is what Prophet Ibrahim, our great teacher, our great messenger, give to everyone in the humankind. I wish the humankind come back to this great teacher. I wish them realize the teaching, realize the dua. I wish the people enter the college of Ibrahim in the Quran, and it will be very good result. ربنا, oh my Lord, إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن. You surely know what we hide, what we conceal, and what we announce. وما يخفى على الله من شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. And nothing is hidden from Allah on the earth or on the heaven. May Allah give you khair and afiyah. May Allah accept from all of us. May Allah make us use this lecture. Watching Allah, feeling that Allah observing you is not a lecture. It's not just a book, or no, it's way of life. It is something you're doing every day. Every day you evaluate your thing. How much I feel Allah this day? How much I feel that Allah with me? 1,000. Okay. Next day, let's do it 5. After that, 1%. After that, 2%. It's okay. Just going more and more and more until you will meet your Lord. May Allah help all of us. May Allah make us understand His word. May Allah give us the Jannah and help us to guide the people to the straight way. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم أعنا على دوام ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك، ولا تجعلنا يا إلهنا يا مولانا من الغافلين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه، وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا، وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. يا رب اجعلنا هداة مهديين، غير ضالين ولا مضلين ولا ندامى ولا مخزيين، وتقبل منا بفضلك وجودك ورحمتك، والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.